So I'm just in Soho, and do you know these days Lonsdale, Everlast, all that kind of thing. It's been killed really, hasn't it, by Sports Direct? Everyone's wearing it. It's really cheap. But back in, I mean, it's been about, I think, since about 1909. But back in 1960, this shop here. So that was the very first Lonsdale shop. And then it moved a little further on, which I'm going to show you in a minute. But back in that time, like Lonsdale was like the Dolce & Gabbana of boxing world. You know, everyone wanted it. It was so hard to get. Denny Mancini was involved, obviously Mickey Duff. But that wasn't the shop there. So I'll take you up here and I'll show you the shop where Denny Mancini was heavily involved. So today this is some kind of designer clothes shop, but this was where the second and Denny Mancini would be grafting in there. And do you know what, back in that time, nobody could get hold of Lonsdale. As soon as it was stocked, it was straight out. You know, like particularly like the 70s and the 80s, and it was like, you know, to wear those grey Lonsdale iconic tracksuits, jog suits if you like. They were quite expensive, and like, you know, as I said today, it's kind of clothing incredibly cheap, isn't it? Because it's but back then, and this is where it all began, Beak Street in Soho, and of course Mickey Duff's office was around the corner as well. So all the boxers in Britain in the 70s and the 80s wanted to wear Lonsdale, and this is where it started.